What's something that, to you, screams, I have no personality?
My girlfriend has a friend who is a 45-year-old woman. She's all about Disney and Starbucks, 2 of every tumbler they release, 1 to use, 1 to collect. She lives in New York now and kept a Disney timeshare in California so she can vacation there. Filed bankruptcy because she's over $100,000 in debt. Those 2 things are her entire personality. If she isn't at home, she's at Starbucks. She gives Starbucks gift cards for presents. I've started re-gifting the ones she gives me back to her.
Yeah, I know several people who are 100% on the Disney, Marvel, Harry Potter, Star Wars, or Lego bandwagon, and I can't wrap my head around devoting so much to fiction and contrivances like that. Not saying they don't, as a rule, have a personality, but a good amount of their material is related to Disney and similar experiences.
The hustle. When people are so obsessed with making money and then spending it to demonstrate their initiative and success that they just work, talk about work, brag about how much they have been working, and flaunt the products of their petty materialistic cravings.
People who make their job their personality. You see this a lot in healthcare, law enforcement, and the military, but it happens in all fields. I struggle with this as a stay-at-home mom. It's hard to have anything else to talk about when your life is kids, basically 24/7. Yes, you're allowed to be passionate about what you do, and if you're lucky, your job will be in line with your personality. For example, a highly compassionate and intelligent person going into healthcare. But becoming a workaholic with no outside personality is dangerous. Construction. I've been in the trades for 30 years, and the last thing I want to talk about after a day of trade work is trade work. People that use ChatGPT or other AI to write a simple introduction of themselves. People who get in a relationship and all of a sudden start listening to the same music, liking the same hobbies, and so on. People who complain or make fun of things but have no real, actual answer to why they don't like it. This was me for so long, and I'm so glad I grew out of being a cynical, immature asshole, to be honest. My ex used to vehemently hate on Justin Bieber. Anytime his song would come on the radio or my Spotify, she would overreact and turn it off. One time, I asked her why she hated him so much, and through the conversation, we discovered that her hatred came from nothing other than the fact that her ex hated him, and she just picked that habit up from him. I guess she was just trying to fit in with him and make him like her or something. So we started listening to him. She became a big fan and realized she actually liked his music. It's unbelievable how easily people can jump on a bandwagon because of others. That experience has stuck with me for years now.
A lot of times, it's because they just don't like seeing other people enjoy something, because of some emptiness they're feeling.
Guys who have a giant truck that they never do truck things with, and it has the usual window stickers, "Don't tread on me," "Punisher," thin blue line flag, "We the people," 1776, Kelvin peeing on something, FJB still. Their personality is being mad at whoever they're told to be mad at. No thanks.
People who consider high school the best years of their life. Designer labels on everything, from the sunglasses to your socks. Maybe controversial, but I live in a rural area and it seems that nobody knows how to have fun without alcohol or substances. A lot of people here won't attend or even think about having an event that doesn't involve getting wrecked. I want to eat good food and play board games or go on an adventure, not get hammered for the umpteenth weekend in a row. Trying to recenter my hobbies because of this recently. Having fun and drinking while doing a hobby was a good time. Then it devolved into having fun drinking. Then it devolved into just drinking. Miss just having fun with the hobbies. People who enthusiastically and perpetually let it be known that they, or their significant other, is a total asshole who just tells it like it is. This is reliable shorthand for having little to no personality of their own, and a strong indicator of being stupid. Worked with someone like this, who would add something along the lines of, "I just can't help my mouth, I have to tell it like it is," in most conversations. And I finally said, "Oh, so you have the emotional intelligence of a toddler? Got it. Didn't go over so well? LOL? I'm just a hardworking mama with an online business." My 3 boys, Jaden, Caden, and Hayden, are my world. #blessed.
Well, that's embarrassing. I'm giving birth next week and just launched an online business. I figured it'd help cover the gap in my resume. To be fair though, it's not an MLM, it's an app I built. Just realizing I'm going to have to watch how I talk about it though, or assumptions will definitely be made, LOL.
Buy my perfume, jerky, mirror food storage, makeup, tweezers, dry soup, Prepper Solar, off-grid Twinkie fire starters, and you will make $1 million.
I'm in Kentucky, and the number of guys whose lives are bourbon, beards, and college basketball is dumb as fuck. It's a shame because I'm always into the dude visually, then they'll just start talking about one of those 3, and how they work hard, play hard, and I just want to puke. Edit. Damn. I didn't expect the beardos to get so saucy.
We all know that one person whose entire personality is I smoke weed. I love weed, but no longer smoke because of my job. When I did smoke, I hated those kinds of people. And while we're on the subject of weed, all of the weed items like trays and grinders that had characters completely unrelated to weed blazed out of their minds. I saw a tray that had a stoner Mario on it. It's just trashy in my opinion.
I never smoked much because it never agreed with me. But I have a ton of friends who started smoking a lot, not just the occasional social smoke. Watching them go from people that were so full of life to literally couch rotting once college came around and doing dabs and edibles all day is sad. Like their entire personality is weed and it's whatever can get them the most high. Then they are too broke to do anything else with anyone.
Hits home for me. Through my teens and early 20s, I fell into a trap of drugs and partying are my personality, without even realizing it. I'm still working my way out of it at almost 30. I hope a younger addict can see this and proceed with caution. I know I'm not old.
When someone's entire identity is whatever they last binged or bought. Same opinions as the algorithm, same jokes, same takes, zero curiosity outside trends. Liking popular stuff is fine, but having nothing personal to add to it is what makes it feel empty.
Isn't that the truth? Take a look at some of these people. All you get is a blank stare. They all watch the same shows, quote the same lines, eat the same food. Zero variety, sub-zero personality.
I had an ex like that. When we first started dating, I thought he was so intelligent because we would watch a movie or read a book, and he would express all these elaborate opinions about it, how it relates to politics or other real-world applications, and so on. It always sounded so impressive, but then I came to realize that after he watched or read anything new, he would immediately go and watch YouTube videos that would do a deep dive analysis, and he was just regurgitating what he saw. He would rarely formulate his own opinion about it, which made me a little disappointed. He was not by any means dumb. He was an extremely intelligent guy, but he had a hard time making decisions and forming his own opinions.
Cringe culture. I'm talking about people that are so bland and so boring that any show of emotion, passion, or energy gets you that judgmental once over. Bonus points if their voice is monotone and flat, with about as much emotional range as a potato. Dude, my mother-in-law is genuinely proud of the fact that she's never watched Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, or the Super Bowl. Like, it's some kind of accomplishment to not be involved in any form of pop culture. If you ever hang around people like that long enough, you'll notice a trend where they talk very little about themselves. A huge chunk of their personality is reacting to things, rarely taking action or pursuing anything that makes them more vibrant. One guy the first still share a Discord with will never DM me, but the second someone new says something even slightly awkward, he's copy-pasting it to me, and it's honestly such a turnoff. Judgment is the glue that keeps them together.
Yes, 100%. Like, sure, there are things and behaviors I would rather not see you displaying online, but being an animated human with a personality is not cringe.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. It really helps. Subscribe for more, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next one.